Hello, and thank you for joining us. Come with me. Let's step into the light. Today I'm going to talk about the 5 things I like about Enshrouded. Coming from the same people who brought you the hit Portal Knight, King Games has brought you this masterpiece. There are so many wonderful things about this game. However, today I will limit myself to just 5. Without further ado, number 5. My number 5 is going to be the class system / skill trees. This game has a skill tree that appears to have taken a fair amount of inspiration from the game Path of Exile. They integrated the class system with the Path of Exile style tree. It is beautiful, straight to the point. It describes everything in good and wonderful detail. This moves us on to number 4. The stat system. There is an actual stat system. I can't tell you how many games I've played where there's a quote-unquote stat system where it's stuff like, well, Palworld doesn't really have a stat system. There's no way you can modify your attack, you can modify your health, stamina, and carry weight, and those are all great things, don't get me wrong, but there are more factors to combat than just attack and defense. And you can't even modify your defense, that's all gear-based. With all that being said, I would like to see the system that Enshrouded has for its stat system a little modified, but let me describe what it is first. It is in the skill tree / class system. There is different sections, which is where the class system comes in. They're all labeled by class. And then in each class, or down each class tree, is where you get allotted a certain number of stat points, just like they do in Path of Exile. Enshrouded does it, I think, in a much cleaner system. I would like to see them expand this system. I would also like to see them award actual stat points per level, and as of yet they have not, but I'm not very far in. Number 3 is gliders. This system is fun. Who knew that Breath of the Wild would set so many trends when they came out? If there was one thing Nintendo should take note from, though, it is the second point I have on here, and that is the building system. See, in Breath of the Wild, you could have a house, but you couldn't do anything with it. You quote-unquote made a city, but you didn't really make the city. With that, Breath of the Wild could take note in the system that Enshrouded has, where they have a building system that is rich and complex, but also very simplistic. You start with a flame altar, and I absolutely love a good building system, and this is it. The flame altar you can upgrade, so that you can expand your base. I'm looking at you, Palworld, so that you can expand your base, make it bigger. You can build a more variety of structures, a better variety of structures. With that, I would like to see this in a lot of other games, i.e. Palworld, and other games where they have it kind of limited. Now, the number 1 thing I like about this game is the crafting system. They absolutely nailed it from what I've seen so far. The crafting system does not use real-world timing. I have seen games nailed to the wall because of that, where I just put them down and walk away. I do not like real-world timers. If I wanted real-world timers and have something related to real world like that, like a native innate system like we have, I would do whatever it is I'm doing in the game in the real world. I.e., if it's building a house, I don't want building my house to take 18 hours and then I can interact with it. There should be an individual system that is not linked to any timer here at all whatsoever. Now, I understand that can be a part of the adventure and or the journey if done right. And thankfully, we don't have to worry about that with this game. Woohoo! So, that is the top 5 things I wanted to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to meeting you in the comments. And, as always, have a beautiful day. Hello, this is that. You know what you're getting at.